Hello then viewers, welcome back to Boston Boys with me, Benji FM, as the playoffs are upon us, and you can see here I'm just rifling through the Gillingham team just to see who the major threats are, and there's quite a few of them. They will be our playoff opponents. We finished 5th eventually in League One, which is not great, not too bad though. I think for a first season in League One you're going to take it, right? We beat Luton on the final day 2-1, Alabusi in the 92nd minute getting the goal, and he really has been, I mean, if you talk about players who have been sensational, he's been the star of this show, I think, this season. 10 assists, 12 goals, very, very good. Our best right-sided player since the legend that is Jeff Thomas. So then, let's see how we get on today. 2 matches, 2 legs. For the first time in ages, we play a playoff situation where we play a home leg and an away leg, which is quite nice. Of course, Gillingham the opposition. Then we start at home in the other playoff semi-final. Bolton will play Coventry, and of course, if we get through this, we play the winner of that. Now, back to Gillingham though. They've got some dangerous players. You can see straight away, just looking at this screen here, that Tom Eaves is a very, very capable forward, someone to look out for. One of the most highest goal scorers this season, and Callum Effiong is definitely probably the star man of the division, it has to be said. Known from Celtic, has had a really, really prolific season. 18 assists, 9 goals, 8 man of the match awards, and the highest average rating in the league. Very, very impressive too. So Gillingham have got some players to look out for. I didn't even mention Scott Atherton, who's also got 17 to his name, so it's going to be an interesting time, and hopefully we can come out on top. Right, let's introduce you to our team for this first game against Gillingham. So then, folks, I'm happy to report that our team is largely made up of our strongest 11. A few players on the bench that maybe could have featured the likes of Dobra, McManaman, but I'm going to keep the bench as is. They're sort of going to be backups if players get injured in this game, I guess. But the 11 then will be Burton in goal, McCarthy, Thompson, Raggett, Seddon, Pozzo, Kirby, Johnfield. We're going with the defensive diamond in this first game. Alabusi one side, Ferry the other, and Fletcher through the middle. There is a semi-temptation to play the attacking formation, to play someone in behind Marky Fletcher, but I'm going to go with this to begin with. I just think that if we can get a win, or at least sort of restrict them a little bit, we can play a bit more expansive in the second game, regardless of what happens in the first. So here we go then. Gillingham at home. It's a 7:45 kickoff. Let's get it. Alabusi is struggling for fitness just a little bit, but you can't worry about that too much. In fact, what were our results against Gillingham this season? I think we won 1, lost 1, I think it said there. If we take a look through, I'm looking for the name Gillingham. I can't see the name Gillingham. Okay, moving forward. You can see there, well, 2-0 win, Pozzo and Fletcher in the goals, and at the start of the season, then they must have beaten us. Yeah, 2-1. They were the first team to beat us this season. Dobra scored, but they got the win. So into the games we go, as, yes, playoff situation viewers. 2 playoff games in 1 episode. You'd love to see it. And there we are then. Atherton's a player up front, Eaves on this left-hand side, and Effiong in the centre has to be someone to look out for. And Coyle, I think maybe ex-Liverpool, Liam Coyle, I've had him on previous saves. Yeah, very, very capable central midfielder, so keep an eye out for him as well. Here we go then, viewers. This has got to be it here. A playoff final will be very much appreciated. Let's start well. A good first result, hopefully, as the team don't particularly like the beginning of this team talk, as we're going to try and turn it around a little bit. Only Ferry is stressed. Hopefully it won't affect his crossing. Ferry, because he's called Ferry, is crossing. Ferry crossing. You've all been to Dover. First chance, corner played in, and has it hit the bar? Have we saved it? I think it's hit the bar and gone behind, but the first chance then went Gillingham's way. I'm gonna play. Playing a defensive formation. I'm gonna play on the front foot. They've got another corner though, whipped in. Dronfield heads clear. Now Alabusi, the pace of him could be a game changer. You can see Ferry on this far side in acres of space. He's good, just got to get it across. Alabusi, please. It's so poor. I've picked him up before the game, and now look what's happened. And now it's going to be Gillingham to bring it forward, although that wasn't particularly good. I really thought there, if Alabusi could have played it across a little bit earlier, probably would have been the ticket, as Ferry gets on it now. How's his crossing? He's played it back with Sheldon. Dronfield, I won't do it again. Dronfield now, though, plays it to that right-hand side. Are we going to get on that? Alabusi picks up the loose ball. There's players in the middle if he can find them. He goes on his own, and Zigger in goal makes the save. Zigga zig. We talked about the Spice Girls, didn't we? I remember this now. Half an hour gone, still 0-0. We're trying to play positively. We're having a lot of the ball. We have to try and create a few more chances, though, and this might be that time. Seddon plays it back to Dronfield. Can he find the right pass? No, he can't. And I've got to say, every time Gillingham get the ball, they seem to want to do something positive with it. Atherton goes through on goal. Thompson with a massive challenge. And we don't even see any more of that, but what a tackle that was late doors. Credit goes to Thompson in our back line. As we get towards half-time, it's still 0-0. 24 degrees out there. It's a warm day. It's a lovely day in May, as I'm going to passionately say, or calmly say. I'm going to calmly say you've been unlucky so far, which is not necessarily true, but what we're trying to do is give them a bit of a G up, make them think, do you know what? Yeah, we can do better than this. If we get a little bit of fortune, we might be all right as we go into this second half. 45 minutes in this home game. We've got to try and get a goal, you feel. There's no away goals, I don't believe, in the playoffs, so you don't really worry about that all too much, as Pozzo to Ferry, and the ball over towards Marky Fletcher's very good. Is he in on goal, Marky Fletcher? Oh, he should have scored, shouldn't he? Let's face it. It's a big chance for him. You expect him to convert as he's got a free kick from miles away. He shoots very firmly at the goal, which is pretty rare for him. All right, I'm going to shout at them. I'm going to tell them to demand a little more. I mean, I am demanding a little more. Let's see if they give us a little more. As Alabusi's not having his best game out there, I'm going to make a change, I think. We're going to boldly, I'm going to do something a little bit odd. Ferry's going to come as an inside forward on that side, and Gribben's going to play out as a winger on the left-hand side. Alabusi, usually very good for us, not played so well today, and Marky Fletcher on a 6.3. Let's hook him as well. 25 minutes to go. Can we find this all-important goal? We're going to up the tempo a little bit, see if we can maybe find an opportunity. I'm also going to change our passing. Nothing seems to be occurring right now. We're going to go a little bit more direct for the last 10 minutes. See if we can get our wide players involved a little more. It's going to be a corner, though, to Gillingham. A shot from the edge of the box, maybe no. Gets back out to Effiong on this side, who I've noted before is the danger man, but gives it away there. And now Ferry, if he can find the ball forward, he's racing forward with it. Leary's going to get on that. And look at the players. The support in the middle. Surely a goal. Callum Gribben, the substitute. Can he score the goal? He can't. Flipping heck. 83 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Good signs, though. I mean, think about the fact we're going to play them again. In this game, I feel like we've been the better side. As that ball from Gribben's not bad. There's a penalty! What for? There's been a push! Oh my word, Leary I think is going to step forward and take it. Well, that has come out of nothing. Gribben's corner was played in. Leary to make it 1-0 Boston. Oh no, he's missed! Oh no! Oh, viewers, it's a disaster. Oh, corners we played in. Let's have another penalty. Let's try it again. Gribben plays it towards Thompson. Referee! Oh, it's a free kick to Gillingham. Everyone stopped. I thought it could be. Oh, would Marky Fletcher have scored it? That's the question everyone's thinking, isn't it? I don't know the answer. Ball forward to Leary, though. He's got a chance of redemption here. He's run it wide a little bit. Goes for goal anyway. Hits the side netting. But for a 0-0, it's been quite action-packed. Oh, so many questions on what we do in this next game now. Because on the surface of it, we've done pretty well. Late free kick to Gillingham. A goal for them now would change things dramatically. But no, 0-0 in the first leg. So everything hangs in the balance. But Andrew Leary, what a chance. What an opportunity. But it didn't quite happen for us. I certainly say you were unlucky tonight. Because we kind of were. But, I mean, you expect a little more. Right then, it's a few days' time. You go into the next one against Gillingham. Bolton, they scored their penalty at home to Coventry. So they have the advantage in the opposite leg. We're going to rest the boys for a day. Give them a little break. And then I'll see you then in a few days' time. Alright then, gang, welcome back. We're going quite bold for this second game. As you can see, Gribben is set to start in behind Marky Fletcher. The team then for this one, Burton will be in goal, McCarthy, Thompson, Raggett and Seddon at the back, Dronfield and Kirby in the middle, Alabusi one side, Ferry the other, and Callum Gribben will play in behind Marky Fletcher. We're trying to unlock Marky Fletcher in this game, really, and Callum Gribben, I think, is probably the man to do that. He's got all the attributes you want in that deeper area. Decent passing, fantastic dribbling, first touch. He's pacey enough as well to play the role. He's the star man today. He's the key man. It may be his last game for the club, so lots to live up to, of course. This could be our final game of the season if it doesn't go our way, which would be very sad. But let's get into it then. Let's see if we can make the all-important difference in this last game. Team-wise, they haven't got Eves. Is he not playing? Oh, he's on the bench. Wow, for a man that's got 20 goals this season to not start, I guess that's a plus point for us. Dominic Hutchinson is playing instead, who has barely featured for them, so maybe a positive sign? Interesting switch by the Gillingham manager. Anyway, I expect you to come back as finalists after this. We're going to put, not pressure on them, but I'm going to get assertive with them and tell them I expect to see a win, really. Come on, I've got faith in you. Get out there, make the difference. Come on, boys. This is our moment to get to a final once again. Come on. Do the double here, viewers. The double. Here we go then. The games begin. Of course, we are in the orange and black. They're in the blue and black. And there's only going to be one winner. And at 0-0, it is finally poised. I really would like to win this. I don't necessarily fancy our chances in the final. I know that's a bad thing to say. But I just think getting through this. I mean, Bolton, I've gone 2-0 up now. Another penalty for them. So Bolton, who finished 6th, I believe, actually, look like they're going to be making their way to the final. Of course, that could all change round within a matter of moments. But with half an hour gone here, I just thought this would be our game now. I don't know. There's something about it. The fact Bolton are winning, beating a side who finished above them. Can we do the same thing? The first half, by the way, has essentially been and gone. That is highlightless. Not a single highlight. There's a yellow card for McCarthy, and that was it. I'm tempted to do something bold, and I'm not sure whether we should do it, but I think we should try and play a more counter-attacking style for the latter part of this game. I just think maybe playing a little bit more disciplined, going more direct, playing with a bit more tempo, trying to get these wider players involved more. I think playing a little wider will probably help. It's quite a big. I feel like this is quite bold. I feel like it's quite bold, but I feel like it's necessary if we're going to get something from this. I think we have to change up what we're doing quite a lot and try and use our pace out wide. Ferry and Alabusu, we need to try and utilise them more. I'm not going to change any personnel, but we're playing wider, we're playing more direct, and we're going to try and use our wide players a little more. We're not going to focus things down the middle so much. Hopefully it pays off. It's a gamble, viewers. It is definitely a gamble, as there's a chance now, and it could be Gillingham's throw-in, played in. Can we clear that? We don't really. Coyle on the edge now, 25 yards out. I worry that they're going to have a real clear chance. They do. List scores. Elliot List. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I feel like I should have kept what we were doing, but I guess we'll come out of... we won't play cautious anymore. We'll play more positive. We'll try and play on the front foot with the same style as they work it very neatly. It must be said. I mean, we're not really marking. I'm not sure that has too much to do with the system and just a lack of defensive nous there. Half an hour to go and pressure on. Gribbin's having a poor game. So is Marky Fletcher. Fletcher in these 2 games has been absolutely piss poor. Really bad. I'm going to get Leary on. We're going to play a 2, basically, up front. Leary's going to come in as the advanced forward. Let's see. 4-2-2-2, what it is, essentially. Can we find a late goal to get something from this? We might as well go attacking, right? I'm not going to go as direct. We need to try and actually work an opening, get it to our forward players. So poor. So disappointing, unless something magical happens late doors. But you've got to be honest with yourselves, because it doesn't look very likely. In a playoffs that have been... I've got to do something. I can't just sit here. There's a few minutes left to go. Do we just go all out route 1, bring on maybe Dobra late doors to try and make an impact somehow? I mean, get another body forward perhaps, maybe. Akuma for Seddon, go to a back 3. I mean, there's literally no time left. In fact, let's go back 2. Akuma up top, target man. Let's go route 1. All right, lots of width. We're going to try and get as much width as possible, and we're going to attempt at least to really try and force this long. Take long kicks, distribute over the opposite, or distribute to the target man up top. Out of possession, let's play a really high line, let's really try and push them back, get stuck in a little bit more. I mean, what else can we do now? We're trying everything to get a goal back. If they score, it could be a right problematic situation. Alright then, not long left, 3 minutes, all those changes for nothing. It feels like 30 seconds left. And they've got some space out wide all of a sudden. Who knew this would be the case? As we've got to get it back now and try and break. It doesn't look very likely. We're out. We're out. I'll tell you what, boys. I've not bottled something for a while, but the running that we've had coming into these playoffs has been pathetic. We beat Luton, but that was pretty much it. List with the goal. Easy for them, and they make it through. And to be honest, on balance, they deserve this. What is this, by the way? 3 shots. Awful. Considering how decent we were in the first game, this is awful. And I don't want to dig some players out, but I feel like we have to. Gillingham 2, Boston 0. They go to Wembley. They deserve it definitely more than we do. But I'll tell you what, some boys here, in what is some of the biggest games of their career, piss poor performances. Callum Gribbin, awful. Marky Fletcher, for as much as we like to joke around and play the music, absolutely shocking. Fullbacks were terrible. Connor Kirby's done little to nothing in these 2 games. Alabusu and Ferry, who we've relied upon this season to be fantastic, have both been awful as well. The only player that comes out of this with any credit, and he's conceded 2 goals, is Callum Burton. Disgraceful, disgusting, awful. So poor. So poor. But look, we've had back-to-back promotions, and to get to this position was a bit of a miracle. But regardless, once we're here, I expect us to do a little more. Now, what we do in the transfer window is going to be fascinating, of course. Hopefully our reputation goes up a little bit as well, because we need it. We're currently 2 star. If we can go to 2.5, get towards 3, we'll be laughing a little bit. But yeah, lots to think about, lots to sort out. And yeah, we're not a particularly good side right now, it feels like. Again, I should focus upon it a little bit, shouldn't we? The run-in to our season there. Look at that. April was a disgrace. Only 1 win there. And then we beat Luton on the final day when, frankly, the pressure was off. It was only a 92-second goal. Alabusu back post it was. Ferry played it over. And Alabusu headed home. And then, again, the form continues. Really poor end to the season. Really poor. Disappointing on every level. And work to be done this summer then. Lots of work to be done. The board have set their initial budgets for next season, 948,000 transfer budget. I think this summer I'm going to spend it. I've not really done that at all. If you look at our past transfer windows, 175k this year, 93 the year before, 3.6 the year before, 115 the year before that. So we've not really spent any big money. But I think this year we're going to have to improve our squad dramatically in terms of contracts and things like that. If we take a quick look here, quite a lot of players could be set to leave. You look at that, Kagawa's obviously going to leave. Akuma, Cantrell, Kirby, Anderson, Gribben, a lot of question marks over a lot of these players. And of course, we've got quite a few guys tied down as well who will definitely be here next season. Marky Fletcher among them. But for as good a season he's had there, you've got to question him in big games. 21 goals this year, 7 assists, a pretty good season. Not quite as good, actually, by the end of it, as some of the other seasons. Again, our form correlated with Marky Fletcher's lack of goals, a hat-trick, and then nothing in the run-in. Leary probably should have got more opportunity, but even he fell off the ball a little bit and failed to score in these latter games. Look at that, not a goal in the last 15. Whether he's come on or he started matches, it's been really poor from him. So, things to be sorted out. Strikers we brought in, I suspect. Defenders are going to have to be brought in as well, and lots to do. Only our midfield really seems like it's going to be consistent going into next season, and hopefully it will be. But thank you for joining me on the journey. There might be some sort of longer video for a transfer window. If that's something you're interested in, do drop a like. If we hit around 1,000, then over the weekend we'll get something of that nature up for you. And that's going to bring us to the end then. With love, with care, for minutes to mention until next time. I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye. Poor, very angry viewers. I don't get cross very often, but I'm cross. Not like the ferry, just genuinely angry. We're getting a stadium upgrade, expansion plans. I didn't even ask for it. They've just decided to do it. We sell out every game. 8.8 thousand. Great. Welcome, everybody new. I mean, lovely. A bit of good news, finally.